Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Anna Fisher. Emily is off. Well, breaking news tonight in Allen, Texas, another city claimed by senseless acts of gun violence, this time at a shopping mall. Sources say at least 9 have been injured. We do not currently have a total number of fatalities. However, the unidentified shooter is reportedly dead. Chief of the Allen Police Department says one of his officers was already at the scene when shots broke out.
At 3:36 this afternoon, one of our officers was on an unrelated call. He heard gunshots, went to the gunshots, engaged the suspect and neutralized the suspect. It goes without saying that our deepest sympathies are with the families of the victims. This is a tragedy. People will be looking for answers.
And a Winona woman has been missing for more than a month now. This weekend, Madeline Kingsbury's family and friends invited the community to join in a prayer service. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall was there and joins us with the details. Jeremy?
Yeah, Anna, good evening. It's been 37 days since 26-year-old Madeline Kingsbury was last seen. Friends, family, and community members are praying the 26-year-old returns home soon. Crowds gathered at the First Congressional Church of Winona last night. Family and friends gave speeches sharing memories of Kingsbury. Tears filled the room.
She was always performing and wanting to be center stage, even if it was just in the mirror at home, one of her favorite spots to stand.
The 26-year-old went missing on Friday, March 31st, after dropping her 2 children off at daycare.
She was quirky and fearless when she was young, jumping into the deep end of the pool when she didn't know how to swim.
There have been multiple mass searches to find Kingsbury.
We know that Madeline is around here somewhere. She just didn't vanish.
The family is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to her.
When you leave here tonight, you should be thinking, not here, not in our town, not in our county, and not in our state. Someone knows something.
This weekend, there were no public searches, but a merchandise stand was set up outside Savings Surplus in Winona. People supported Madeline by buying buttons, bracelets, bumper stickers, ribbons, and T-shirts.
And Madeline's sorority will be having a fundraising event on June 10th at Whitaker Tavern in Winona. Proceeds will benefit the Kingsbury family.
All right, take a look here at some of the storm reports over the past several hours. We did get some reports of hail in the viewing areas. We take a look here over towards the Wabasha area. Hail 1 inch in diameter, ½ inch in diameter over towards the let's say the Loyal area, and then towards the Gilmanton area, 7,307 inch of heavy rain. Now we are seeing that rain being picked up on the radar scan right now. You can kind of see where that line of thunderstorms is. This did trigger a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Wabasha County at 5:30, so this is out of here. The system over just to the west of the cities, that did produce a tornado warning across portions of Minnesota. So we take a look at the highs for today. Hey, we were in the 50s and 60s. Winona only made it to 59. Otherwise, 60s from Eau Claire to Viroqua. 70 was the high in Prairie du Chien, 71 in Boscobel. And it's still a fairly mild evening out there. We're seeing temperatures in the 50s and 60s. 64 in Prairie du Chien, Double Nickel, 55 in Ladysmith, 57 in Eau Claire, 65 in Boscobel. And nothing to really talk about in regards to the feels like temperature, but we take a look at the next several hours. We'll see temperatures staying in the 60s with that small precip chance in the forecast. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk more about rain chances. We're going to talk about temperatures cooling off a little bit for the first part of the week, but I have 80s somewhere on the 8-day, and stay tuned. You don't want to miss that.
All right, very exciting, Eric. Thank you very much. All right, back here in La Crosse, Governor Evers lowered flags at half-staff today to honor World War II soldier Roy Colson Harms. Harms was shot down over Romania in 1943, but his body was not identified until last year. With help from his family and the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, Harms was finally brought home 80 years later. In a statement released by the governor's office, Governor Evers said in part, quote, First Lieutenant Harms gave his life fighting for the values and freedoms we hold dear, and the state will forever remember his courageous service and sacrifice. The Biden administration plans to finalize a new immigration rule next week to limit asylum access at the border with Mexico. Emily Schmidt shows what that means today.
In simple terms, Title 42 is set to expire May 11th. In El Paso, it's more complicated.
We're getting prepared now for what we call the unknown.
This migrant says, I came here with the purpose of working. He's not alone. El Paso's mayor estimates up to 15,000 migrants are waiting across the border for the lifting of Title 42, with city officials estimating 2,300 already are living on the streets of the city.
The message is very clear. We are coming with the relief that our laws provide to the individuals in need. The border is not open. It has not been open, and it will not be open.
Decades of policy, blame coming from all directions.
But having a border-only approach to immigration doesn't work. We need a comprehensive plan from Congress.
This is a conscious decision by the Biden administration to take a tool out of the toolbox that's been very effective, and it's going to lead to holy hell.
Touted as giving the Biden administration more flexibility to handle migrants, it comes as immigration moves beyond border towns. Chicago's mayor says the city is running out of room. 2 buses carrying nearly 100 migrants from Texas arrived in New York Wednesday.
Really want to go back home to the violence, you know?
The only certainty, migrants who believe what lies before them must be better than what they've left behind. So they are preparing to move ahead. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
The American Red Cross is on the scene in El Paso helping with the surge of migrants. They say their support services includes food, water, and health services, as well as things like cots and towels. And rain or shine, people from the community showed up today to support La Crosse's first ever Parkinson's awareness event. Starting in Myrick Park with a 1-mile walk, the fundraiser featured live music, food, resource booths for Parkinson's disease, and more. The Sports, Therapeutic, and Adaptive Recreation, or STAR Center, partnered together with the Parkinson's Foundation program. Program coordinator Bree Colton talks about how La Crosse is a part of something bigger.
We had quite a few different ideas over the past year, but ultimately ended with a walk. It's something that the Parkinson's Foundation does. I know there's one going on in Milwaukee today, and other ones around the whole nation.
Colton hopes that today's events helped start more conversations about Parkinson's disease, and she wishes to collaborate with more organizations in the future. Despite some inclement weather today, nearly 1,000 people walked, ran, and raced for several worthy causes. The La Crosse Marathon featured runners of all ages. Funds from this year's race will benefit several nonprofits from the area, such as ORA Trails, St. Clair's Health Mission, and the Joe Was Just Joe Foundation. The marathon's director hoped to raise at least $20,000 at today's race.
It's super rewarding. A lot of work goes into it, and to see everyone crossing the finish line and getting to see like everything come to fruition it's really special.
Due to this year's flooding, the courses did have to change and be recertified, as the full marathon acts as a qualifier for the Boston Marathon. And beer lovers from all over the Coulee region added to their collections today. The Beer and Breweriana show at the Omni Center in Onalaska gave enthusiasts a chance to buy, sell, and trade all things beer. The show also had plenty of vintage brewing company merchandise, and the show's organizer says there's always plenty of surprises in store.
People will walk in looking to find something, but then a lot of times someone will come in with an item that they're looking for information on. And every now and then somebody comes in with something that we've never seen before.
67 vendors were featured at this year's Breweriana. And in other news, Viterbo University celebrated language interpreters today. Known as the Community Interpreting Certificate Symposium and Graduation, the event honored interpreters of all different languages. Students presented posters and listened to important members of the community as they celebrated their accomplishments. And coming up on News 8, it's Free Comic Book Day. See how one local lacrosse business is celebrating. But first, the La Crosse Symphony celebrates over 120 years of music making. That's all coming up, so stay with us.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
When seconds matter, turn to the team that warns you first when it comes to severe weather. Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 8 Now at 10. I'm Anna Fisher. A local symphony wrapped up its 124th season tonight. News 8000's Jeremy Wall got a front row seat and joins us in studio. Good evening, Jeremy.
Yeah, Anna, tonight was the Conductor Wannabe competition, a fundraiser benefiting local nonprofits, including the La Crosse Children's Museum. For 25 years, the Conductor Wannabe competition has been raising money for local nonprofits. Each year, multiple people raise money to conduct, and the participants who raise the most get the spot. Tonight, Bill LaRue, Bradley Weber, and his son Charlie took the stage. Together, they beat nearly 4 people in the contest and raised over $40,000. I spoke to LaRue, Charlie, and his son, and this is what they had to say.
It's an incredible experience to be able to conduct, but I think at the end of the day what was really important was the money that we raised. And it's the fundraising piece of it is really the spirit of the competition, but to get up there and to conduct, that was a whole lot of fun.
That, absolutely, that was a true rush to be able to do that.
Now, half of the proceeds also go towards the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra, and I'm learning LaRue Weber and his son won't be raising money as conductors for the Conductors Wannabe competition next year, but they still plan to attend.
My dad initially proposed that idea. I was kind of like, whoa, I don't know if I can do that. It's a lot of people, but it's been a huge honor to be able to actually be a part of this.
Oh, admit it, it was fun.
It was fun. It was really fun. Yeah.
How about that? Crowds filled the auditorium for some wonderful music, and these long seasons. Anna, 124 years. How about that one? And next year, another big one.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. All right, so the La Crosse Symphony is scheduled to return for its 125th season starting this fall. And coming up on News 8, age is just a number for one Minnesota woman as she celebrates an amazing birthday.
And in the world of weather, if you have any plans tonight, make sure you take the rain gear with you, as we'll see temperatures hovering in the upper 50s to low 60s. The rain chances will stay in play, though. We have a chance of precip tomorrow, but cooler temperatures are in the forecast, and we'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off any Luxuria or Thomas Cole sleep mattress, plus free shipping. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices, only at Home Sleep Express.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
There are too many options.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Ooh, spacious.
Or a Cambria Hotel downtown for just the 2 of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com.
Yeah!
What did I say?
Home World Rugs is clearing out our warehouse. Thousands of area rugs will be sold at up to 67% off. Rugs marked down hundreds of dollars. 5x8 rugs priced from $77. Room size rugs from $147. The Rug Warehouse clearance at Home World Rugs.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, comic book lovers got to add to their collections today. Deaf Ear Records in downtown La Crosse celebrated Free Comic Book Day. The store had plenty of in-store sales on back issues and more. Whether you were building a new collection or adding to an existing one, the store had something for everyone. And if you missed the sale today, there is no need to worry. The sale runs until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And we are going to cut over to Mr. Eric Dean for the weather. How's it going, Eric?
I'll tell you what, we did see some rain and thunderstorms push through the Cooley region earlier. One of the counties, Wabasha County, had a severe thunderstorm warning. That was around 5:30ish, so that has since pushed its way out. Let's go ahead and take a look here now at the graphics. You can see the radar scan that line of thunderstorms that has pushed its way through the Cooley region. We can see right there in the full screen how it just moved by really quick. So we'll take a look here now at the live view, and you can see as we go ahead and put the beams on, you can see that line of storms pushing its way out of the area, and this is going to continue to push its way through for the next few hours. This is our weather maker. This little guy right here, I'm going to keep an eye on as it pushes its way to the east. It may clip portions of Eau Claire County, portions of Rusk County, and Chippewa County as well. Earlier, this did produce a tornado warning across the west central portion of Minnesota. So let's go ahead and give you the grand tour as to what's going on. And we'll go ahead and go over here towards portions of Clark County. We are seeing some heavy rain being picked up with this. And we'll go ahead and put the specs on here in terms of the precip, and let's go ahead and move this down here so we can kind of see what's going on here. So over towards the Cleveland area, Spencer area, Stratford area, this is going to be heading your way. Wind and hail will be the main threats with this. This is moving at 36 miles per hour. So let's help you plan the next several hours. We'll see temperatures staying in the low 60s throughout the overnight hours, and the precip chances, they're going to stay relatively small. Not a zero, but a small chance nonetheless. So if you do have plans tonight, just take the rain gear just in case. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 50s will greet you. 50 in Medford, 53 Toma, 57 Lafarge, 58 Boscobel. New Albany will go to 57, 59 La Crosse, and Eau Claire, you'll make it to the double nickels. Again, we'll keep that thunderstorm chance, albeit small, in the forecast. And you can see by the 2 o'clock hour, it's out of here. We'll be left with clear skies until we get into tomorrow morning. Then the clouds start to pick up again. And then as we go into your evening and overnight hours, especially across our southern zones, not going to rule out a chance of thunderstorm activity. So for tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the 70s and 80s, mid 70s from Ladysmith over towards Black River Falls. Across we'll go to 79, 80 in Lansing, 80 New Albany, 83 in Prairie du Chien, 84 towards Boscobel. Now we take a look here at Monday in the overnight hours going into the morning hours. Again, the cloud cover will start to pick up again, and then another line of showers will push its way through in the afternoon and evening hours. Numbers for today, we made it to 67 after a morning start of 57. 68 is where we should be for this time of year in La Crosse. Eau Claire, your high was 62 after a morning start of 54. 66 and 41 is where we should be there. And so we made it to the 60s today. We'll go back into the 70s for tomorrow. Then there's that dip I was talking about. We go to the upper 60s, low 70s for Monday going into your Tuesday. And then we start to warm back up with highs going into the upper 70s, even low 80s by the second half of next week. But we've got to get past the next couple of days first. So we'll go to 59 degrees for tonight. Keeping the thunderstorm chance in the forecast, otherwise mostly cloudy. Winds will be out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's how we get to the 70s for tomorrow. We go to 62 degrees by the 8 o'clock hour. We'll stay partly to mostly cloudy throughout the day. We'll see that temperature of 75 by the 2 o'clock hour, upper 70s by the 4 o'clock hour. Then rain chances pick up again in the evening and overnight hours. The allergy forecast, you can see right there, everything except for the trees is on the medium to high end. And real quick, the balance of the 8-day forecast, upper 60s, low 70s for Monday. That trend continues for Tuesday, upper 70s to low 80s for the second half of the work week. And Mother's Day right now, looks like we have a rain chance, but temperatures will stay in the mid 70s. So that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on as next Sunday inches closer on the 8-day.
All right. Yeah, my allergies have been killing me with that pollen.
Oh, same. I don't think there's not enough allergy medicine in the world for me right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, well, coming up in sports, it was an early start for the Central girls soccer team. The Riverhawks were back at this morning on campus, on the UWL campus, taking on a tough DeForest squad. Rob has the highlights from that matchup next in sports.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
It's the King Furniture Pre-Memorial Day Mattress Blowout. We're making room for more inventory and slashing prices on all mattresses. Plus, get an additional 10% off. And whatever mattress inventory we have left, we're gonna blow it up in the parking lot. Just kidding, but you are gonna get incredible deals plus 12 months interest-free financing. Hurry in to the King Furniture Pre-Memorial Day Mattress Blowout. Don't miss it.
When the unexpected happens, we take every step to get your lights back on quickly. At Excel Energy, we also take it personally. Because your power is our power. Our employees, your neighbors. It's why we maintain, repair, and protect the grid. So we can provide what's important to you and to us. Resilient, reliable energy.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Most of us got to sleep in this morning, but not these girls. The Central soccer team was up bright and early, ready for a big-time matchup against DeForest. Riverhawks and Norskies meeting at 8 a.m. this morning on the UWL campus. No score in the second. A lot of chances for both squads in this one. Central's Grace Wilkerson. Nice try there, but how about the Riverhawks goalie Laura Lapp? She was busy. The sophomore coming up with some big-time saves. 2 right there to keep the Norskies off the board. Then later in the half, DeForest back on the attack. Lapp can't reach it, hits the post. The follow goes over the net. Close call for Central. 67th minute now, still no score. Another good look for DeForest, but again, it's Lapp making the stop. And this might be the save of the game right here. Less than 10 minutes left. Another good look for the Norskies, but Lapp, a brick wall. The sophomore making stop after stop. 15 saves on the day for Lapp. Riverhawks get a hard-earned draw. No score in this one after 80 minutes of play. Staying on the pitch, Sparta and Prairie du Chien were up next. Pick it up early first half. That's PDC's Tessa Tchaikovsky-Higgins ahead of the pack. Watch this, the crossover, the strike, thing of beauty. Prairie sophomore makes it 1-0. Spartans with a lot of chances early on to knot this game up at 1 apiece. They can't break through until the 30th minute. Aaliyah Pastic is going to loft one high, and check this out. It goes through the goalie's hands into the back of the net. The freshman gets it done. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Spartans get on the board. This one ends in a 1-1 tie. On the college diamond, what a performance by the UWL baseball team today. Eagles all over UW-Eau Claire in the first game of their doubleheader. This one was over quick. 9 runs scored by the Eagles in the first inning. They get the victory in game 1, 13-1. Eagles do it again in game 2. They win the second game by a final of 3-2. Eagles improved to 28-9 on the season, 18-6 in conference play. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. Brewers looking to snap that 5-game skid. Not a good start in the Bay. Giants up 1 and adding to it in the third. Tyro Estrada gets all of this one. He gives it a ride into left. Wow, 2-run blast makes it 3-0 San Fran. And then in the 7th, Brett Wisely crushes this to dead center. His first career homer puts the Giants up 4. And that was all they need. Brewers fall again, 4-1 the final. That's 6 straight now for Milwaukee. They'll try to salvage this series on Sunday and avoid the sweep. First pitch tomorrow is at 3:05. Twins in Cleveland taking on the Guardians today. No score until the 4th. Jose Miranda makes a great stop at third, but he can't get the ball out cleanly. 1 run comes in to score. Heads up play from Jose Ramirez. Gets to third on the error. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Later in the 4th, Josh Bell is going to double the lead here. He serves one into left field. Ramirez comes in from third. Cleveland scores 3 in the inning. It's 3-0 until Max Kepler does it again. He had a 2-run shot on Friday. How about another one tonight? 2-run blast for Kepler, cuts it back to just 1. Then in the 7th, Carlos Correa going to tie it with 1 swing of the bat. This one gets out in a hurry. A laser beam the left. Solo shot for Correa ties the game at 3. But the Guardians untie it in the bottom of the inning. Stephen Kwan cracks one deep to right center. His first home run of the year, and it's a big one. It gives Cleveland the lead. Twins fall in this one by a final of 4-3. Rubber game is tomorrow. First pitch is at 12:40. All right, the 149th Kentucky Derby being held at Churchill Downs this afternoon. Over 150,000 people on hand to watch the greatest 2 minutes in sports. And at just over 2 minutes, it's the 3-year-old chestnut colt named Mage taking the lead, not letting it go. Mage is your winner. It's the horse's 2nd career victory. He'll be gunning for that Triple Crown. The next leg is on May 20th at the Preakness Stakes. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Taco John's new double beef and potato quesadilla is so filling, it'll have you speaking double. Double seasoned beef, crispy potato olays. 5 melty cheeses, double beef olay. New ultra filling double beef and potato quesadilla for a limited time at Taco John John's.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this?
What? Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome to the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's cabin store. Buy unique, one-of-a-kind pieces made in the USA, featuring aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialty woods like walnut and maple burl. Shop dining sets, bars and bar stools. Find epoxy pieces, coffee and end tables. Cabin furniture bedroom sets in king, queen, full, or twin. Bunk beds and case pieces to match. Huge selection in stock to take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Nicolay, baby. I'll testify my commitment to the truth. Companies tremble while I'm spitting in the booth. I'm a lawyer rapper, peak the fit, reppin' Nicolay law, cause we're the...
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm making a rap video.
Good job, good job. All right.
Boom!
To all you so-called drive-through contenders out there, Taco John's is coming for the breakfast belt. With the boldest, juiciest, baconiest, potato-ole-iest breakfast burritos ever, we're not pulling any punches. The new breakfast champ is here. Try a bigger, bolder breakfast at Taco John's.
Welcome back to News 8 now at 10, excuse me. The oldest living Minnesotan is now 112 years old. Courtney Lockie introduces Lillian Morin and shares her secret to a long life.
Born in 1911, the Spanish flu, the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, both world wars, Lillian Morin has seen it all. 112 trips around the sun.
She just is unbelievable.
Her daughter-in-law Sandy says they were supposed to celebrate the oldest living Minnesotan's birthday back in March, but Lillian got COVID for a second time.
She sailed right through them both.
The Maddock native stakes her claim as the first person born in town. She grew up on a farm and worked part-time at the general store in Flora, a local celebrity known as a jack of all trades.
Her place was like the center of attention because they always knew she would have good baked goods.
Even at 112, Lillian doesn't skip a beat. She loves to talk about her Norwegian roots. And
oh, what a beautiful morning.
She loves to sing.
What a beautiful day. She's very good and she knows every song.
Lillian doesn't take any medications, and longevity seems to run in the Morin family.
Her mother died a month shy of her 100th birthday, and her grandmother was 103. So, you know, back in those days, that was unheard of.
Lillian lived in Maddock until she was 98 before coming to the assisted living facility.
What is your secret to a long life? Oh, keep breathing. There it is.
Good answer. Lillian says she never thought about whether she'd live this long. She just says time flies.